Hello again, everybody. This is Dr. Rob Lindsay with Vallejo Health and Wellness Center, and in today's root cause of the day, I want to talk to you about a 27, 28-year-old young lady, and these were her presenting symptoms and conditions. She had a chronic cold. In other words, she said it felt like she was suffering from a cold for months and months on end. By the way, this is somebody who exercised regularly, took really good care of their body from exercise and eating well. She also complained of heart palpitations, a rash on her skin, and anxiety. Now, as we started to dive in to look for the root causes, and we did our very unique type of testing, this bioresonance testing, here's what we found. In the emotion centers of the brain, which are known as the hippocampus and the amygdala, in that part of the brain, I found a Strep A, Streptococcus A bacteria. Now, she didn't have the outward symptoms of having a bad bacterial infection, okay? But we found that the frequency of Strep A in the emotion centers of her brain. Also, within her ear, nose, and throat, the sinuses, the nasal passages, and down the throat, I found multiple different kinds of molds mixed in there. Some of those molds would be from environmental things like, outside where there's been decay under the leaves or under trees, as well as molds that can grow indoors. We also found that her liver was under some distress, and of all things, her cerebral spinal fluid, which is the fluid that bathes her brain and her spinal cord, was contaminated with Fukushima radiation. Wow, now where in the world does that come from? Well, there was, in Fukushima, Japan, back in 2011, there was a nuclear power plant, and there was a tsunami. You probably remember that. The tsunami wiped out, or a lot of that town, and even today now, in 2020, that nuclear power plant, that reactor, is still underwater. And what happened was that when the water, the tsunami, breached that nuclear power plant, it started to give off radioactive isotopes that got into the water. We're talking about the Pacific Ocean, and it also got into the atmosphere, into the jet stream. The jet stream goes from west to east across the United States, and as it moves from west to east, it will drop in rain. So we're finding Fukushima radiation in crops, even here in Minnesota. So we found that in her. We also found aspartame, which is, of course, a sweetener, and I found that in her frontal lobe, and also found herbicides in her frontal lobe, herbicides like Roundup. So as we made these protocols of remedies that specifically targeted the organ tissues and the pernicious agents that were in her body, over the course of a couple, 3-4 months, her symptoms slowly started to go away until now she is somebody who is walking free of anxiety, heart palpitations, her rash cleared up, she feels stronger than ever. So again, if you don't go after the root cause, if you don't have a way to hunt and find root causes, like these toxins, it's going to be hard to fix. So I hope that you learned something today, and my name is Dr. Rob Lindsay. If you feel like you want to learn more, you can call us at 952-949-0676 and see if we can find the cause of your health problem. All right, have a great day.